my husband had this friend who was in the military with him, and they both did the same like shitty, traumatic job.
Mm-hmm.
And he was married. So we were friends with them, the other couple, mostly with the husband. But then like he suddenly like dropped off the face of the earth, and like we haven't talked to him or his wife. But this year, she like reached out to us and told us that like he abruptly like asked for a divorce.
Whoa.
Um, when she was like 5 months pregnant, and then he moved
Damn.
out
Holy shit.
like shortly after the baby was born.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, pretty fucked up. And they had another kid as well.
Oh my God.
And yeah, and the other kid it just turned 4.
Damn.
So like, yeah, and he's done a bunch of other shitty things. Like, you know, she found out that he literally like within like a month of him moving out, he moved in with another woman.
Damn.
And like the divorce shit is finally like happening right now. And so we've been totally on her side.
Mm-hmm.
And like we haven't heard anything from him. So we're only getting like, you know, her side of the story. And I'm sure like it's all true that he's like a shitty person and everything. And my issue though is that like when we hang out with the kids, like and her, she'll like talk shit about him in front of the kids. I know they're little, but it still kind of feels icky. And
Yeah.
when he came by to pick him up for like his visitation or whatever, the entire lead up, because it was we were having like a little birthday party for him. The entire lead up to that, her and her mutual friends were saying like, "Oh man, your dad's about to come pick you up. Oh my gosh!" Like it was very negative and just kind of like nasty.
Sure.
And I don't know how much of the kid is like how much he's understanding.
Oh, he's
but it just felt
understanding.
kind of weird.
He's definitely
He
understanding.
understands.
Yeah, for sure. Kids, like, I mean, just being around kids a little bit, it's like they really pick up on shit, especially vibe. Kids are actually probably, I think kids are more tuned into like vibes than adults who have been like dulled
Yeah.
and like, you know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think he's definitely picking it up for sure. But anyway, sorry to cut you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, so it's like, and then I don't want to like defend him or try to like, like, I mean, I've indulged in like some shit talk about the guy too. So it's
No,
like,
but I think
feel
I
like
know-
a hypocrite if I'm like,
I think I know what you're getting at, where you're like, look, the guy's a piece of shit for what he did to this woman, this adult, but is trashing him openly in front of his kids the right way to go about this. It's sort of, that's basically kind of what you're talking about, right?
yeah. And like with my husband, you know, since my husband knew him better, I've like encouraged him like, hey, what if we reach out? Or like, what if when he comes by to pick up the kid, we go out and say hi or something?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, I'm uncomfortable with that. And then I got kind of pissed at that. I'm like, dude, why can't you like, I don't know. I told him, I'm like, I don't want this asshole to make us feel scared of him, I guess. Because
Sure.
it feels kind of shitty to be scared of him, but we're sending the kid to go hang out with him.
So, okay.
Like, shouldn't we try to
Yes.
have a normal relationship with him?
Scared is very interesting. So it's not just that he's a piece of shit. It's that like, he's like, was he like abusive? Does he have a temper? I mean, you said they were in the military and had
Something
a
traumatic.
horrible job. So is that part of it? Is that like, is there like a PTSD violence element to this?
I don't think they both have PTSD. The violence, like physical, I don't see an element of that, but maybe there is on my husband's part where he's scared of him. I don't know.
Interesting.
Like,
He's like, I saw.
I'm
what he
not
did."
scared.
Never mind.
Yeah. When I say they did the same shitty job, it's like it's mentally shitty. They weren't exposed. They weren't like in, I guess, like a war zone. It was like they worked at the same office looking at horrific things like for 8 hours a day.
Pressing the drum
So
button.
they're both like mentally fucked up from
Sure.
things that they've seen.
No, I know. It's obviously, listen, there's so many sins of U.S. foreign policy, not the least of which is that like we've essentially just created one of the only ways out of poverty is just like doing the dirty work of imperialism. So it's like, yeah, I get that.
They're eating sun chips, watching child soldiers get waterboarded.
Like,
From a closer
that was
country.
9 seconds. The UN says we can only waterboard them for 8 seconds. All right, give them a ticket. They're like, oh, let's put these documents from internal sexual assault. Let's burn those. Let's make those go away, and dishonorably discharge her for fucking snitching. But yes, no, we get. I mean, there's so many different ways to be traumatized by work in the military. So look.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, I guess because you said, we shouldn't be. You're basically saying like, hey, this is a fucked up situation. He was a piece of shit, but we need to normalize our relations at least a little bit here. I wonder why your husband won't even. I mean, look, there's a couple things to say here, right? Number one, like in a vacuum, you hear this and you hear about a mom trashing, like the dad, or even the other way, right? Like a dad trashing the mom, and in a vacuum, you're like, hey, that's fucked up. We should, whatever they did to you is one thing, but it's their kids. Whatever. But then you hear about the actual situations, and it's like if you're someone who was abruptly divorced while pregnant, you sort of understand where she's coming from, right? Like, I don't really blame this woman the way I wouldn't have blamed the guy who, on the flip side, if he was getting cheated on and his wife was like, we're getting divorced and this kid isn't even yours, right? Like, I wouldn't, when you talk shit about them, like, I kind of get where the parent is coming from. But I also understand where you as a friend are like, hey, we need to, I think what it really comes down to is, I think your instincts to sort of normalize the relationships with the guy is good. Like your husband, he knows him a little better. And it's like, at the very least, hey man, what the fuck's going on? And listen, if this guy didn't have kids that you guys cared about, it could be like, you know what? Fuck this guy. He's gone. This woman has to start her life over. She can completely forget him. Unfortunately, you don't have that luxury when you have kids. So even if your husband's a little uncomfortable, if you guys are really close friends with this family, I think a conversation is like, hey man, what the fuck's going on? This is kind of insane. Like, let's figure something out for your kids, not for you, whatever. You don't want anything to do with this woman. That's fine. She's obviously pissed at you, but this is going to fuck your kids up. What can he do to normalize relations a little bit? And then from your friend's side, from her, it's like, hey, we know this is really fucked up. He's a complete piece of shit. We think you're getting some of your emotions out in an unhealthy way. And I would really like tell her to like go to therapy about this and to like, because I think she's just venting normally. And I also get where she's coming from, where she can't really hurt this guy, right? He fucked her life up. And all she really has to get back at him is to, whether consciously or subconsciously, turn his kids against him, right? Like, she would love for them to become adults that come to their own decision and decide their dad's a piece of shit. And that's one thing that might happen. But yeah, I kind of agree. She shouldn't outwardly poison the relationship. She doesn't have to talk about him in glowing terms. You know what I mean? But I think I think that's kind of the way you attack it, is like, get this guy, figure out what the fuck's going on with him, first of all, right? And yeah, just saying hi, just normalizing it so it doesn't feel traumatic for the kid. And then, yeah, talking to your friend and be like, hey, he's a piece of shit. This is fucked up. But I don't know that, I think there's better ways to get this out than like, trashing him. Now, that might not work. She might tell you to go fuck yourself and to be like, hey, you don't tell me how to talk about this piece of shit. But, I think that's really what it comes down to. And I'm not even saying it from a like, hey, what he, like, I'm not even saying it from like a, hey, he shouldn't be talked badly about to his kids by his wife. I'm just saying, or his ex-wife. I'm just saying it more of like, this is just negativity that shouldn't be around the kids. I also think if he is truly a piece of shit and he's going to be and he's going to let these kids down, she doesn't need to fucking tell them about it. It'll become clear. You know what I mean? Like, now if he happens to just be a great dad and she's just resentful of that, that's another thing too. I don't know, but I don't know. I just think all the negativity, she needs to get it out in a better, healthier way. And I think you need to I think you're right let's not make this guy fucking Voldemort. He's just a guy. Let's fucking talk. We can talk to him. They'll have visitation handoffs, whether they like it or not, they're going to have to put aside some of their personal pride for the good of their kids.
Yeah, no, and that's the Voldemort thing. Yeah, it's because it was just really bugging me that my husband was just like, because he's kind of like immediately like, fuck this guy, and doesn't, and I don't know where his like, I guess, fear of the other guy comes in. I don't know. Like, but he's always been like a more sensitive, gentle guy, and I'm kind of like the bitch wife. So
Sure.
I
It sounds
yeah.
like the guy is like a piece of shit. I mean, I wouldn't even like worry about like the effect of this wife like talking shit about him, the effect it has on the kids.
Mhm.
I think from the outside, I sometimes see like when parents just have a very frank way of speaking openly around their kids. And is it good? Is it bad? Is it like can a kid hear that tone and their parents saying certain things, but like, you know, I feel like kids kind of can understand like, oh, mom's like upset or angry talking about this person, but I mean, I'm sure it has some sort of like subconscious effect, but
It has tremendous effects. There's no way this doesn't affect the kids. There's no way. And by the way, I'm not even saying she has to fully cut it out. I'm just saying, like, I think letting it seep into your day-to-day parenting and directly trashing the guy is just not the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
I think it's like you have to, it's not like even, you just have to be neutral and let the guy's behavior speak for itself. You know what I mean? Because look, he might be a piece of shit to her, but what if he is an above and beyond good dad? You know what I'm saying? Now, am I skeptical of that? Sure. But I'm just saying, like, I just think putting that negativity out there, and the frankness is one thing, but you also don't want this mom going to these kids as almost emotional support at that age. You know what I mean? Like, or even if they get like 8 or 9, how many fucking divorced parents do you see where they like the kid almost is walking their divorced dad or mom through it?
It's true. I mean, how young did you say these kids are? You said the oldest one was 4?
4 is not a baby.
4, and the other one is like 5 months old.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I feel like even 4 is just young enough that like it's kind of like, say what you want around these kids a little. And this is also this is like so fresh for her. Like she probably can't bottle this. She probably can't like even bottle this shit up even if she wanted to. And it's just gonna come out of her now. That being said, yeah.
I'm just saying she should be working on it. I'm not saying of course it's going to come out. Of course, even when she's going to, sorry, me and Eldis are just arguing. We're just ignoring you.
I mean,
I'm the divorced child here.
Yeah.
I think like just from what I'm hearing, like if I was her and someone was like, "Hey, don't talk about him like that around your
But that's
kids,"
not what
like,
I'm saying.
Shut the fuck
No, and I don't want to do that.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying watch how you talk about the father of your kids.
Yeah.
I would say, hey, this is fucked up. He's a piece of shit.
Right.
But I'm just worried about how this is like, this negativity is infecting every part of your day to day. You're giving him too much power, is how I would phrase it.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's. Because this also could backfire, right? This backfires a lot where it's like the kids might just see their mom as a nag and annoying to be around. Like that happens too, where the parent who puts in all the work complains all the time because their life is harder.
Yeah.
And then the kid is like, I like dad. He buys me toys and doesn't say anything bad about mommy.
Right.
But mommy says bad. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Is not, she definitely deserves to vent about this situation. I'm just saying in the long run, it should be something that she's trying to just like, not let take over her whole being.
Yeah.
That's how I would phrase it.
Yeah, and I guess like she's totally justified in how she feels. And like I said, I've like indulged in some venting about him, like calling him a piece of shit.
And by the way,
everything.
to her friends, she can say whatever she wants. I'm just saying the kids is where she should fucking, think about it at least a little bit.
So do you think like my husband, like I should kind of push my husband to reach out to him? Like, cause he's just, I don't know what his deal is, but he just like, is just so reluctant to reach out, I guess. And I don't know. I think it could be a good thing, but also I wonder if we're just like self-inserting too much.
Well,
Or-
that's a good point. I mean, the self-inserting thing is a good point. I would say of the people you've described, your husband is really the only one that makes any sense to reach out to him. It doesn't make sense for you to do it.
Mhm.
And, and I would say the way I would phrase it to your husband again is like, hey, if they didn't have kids, I would say I would be with you 100% and say, fuck this guy, he's a piece of shit. Let's never talk to him again. They do have kids though, and I'm wondering if reaching out might kind of ease this co-parenting situation right now, because whatever, our friend is the girl's a mess. He's just kind of seems like persona non grata. And can we do something to help normalize a shitty situation a little bit and really just look at it from the position of the kids? Again, that's how I would kind of, phrase it or talk about it or think about it. Because you also want to be like, I get where your husband's coming from, right? Like he's not, I don't think he's wrong. And if they didn't have kids, I'd probably agree with him.
Yeah.
But they do have kids. And I think looking at it that way, it could be helpful.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you, Stavi. Thank you, Aldous.
Yes,
Mostly
of
Stavi,
course.
though.
That's right. That's right. I have the wisdom. Yeah, good luck.
And I also want to say your Stavi Gets Fit is very inspiring, and we watch it.
Thank
when
you.
the seasons are on, we watch it every Wednesday. And we love you so much.
Thank you. We're trying to work on another fucking season, but YouTube TV that we lose money on isn't exactly the top of the list right now.
Oh shit.
But I love doing it, but it's just like we've hilariously taken it kind of seriously in terms of making it look kind of good, and it's just a lot to deal with. But we're still working here. And we will continue to make great strides in 2026 and beyond.
We believe in you.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, good
Thank you
luck.
Best of
again.
luck, Kiwitron.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun at work.
Man, the military family
I
shit.
mean, it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the rare time where the guy didn't get cheated on while he's deployed.
Yeah. He just blew off his family.
Yeah.
He just completely ignored everything and blew off his entire family, wife, and kids. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Could be worse for a vet.
He's being fucking recruited by the Mossad to pull the next fucking fake Trump assassination. His fucking numbers they're like, let's get the other ear. He's in fucking sniper school right now. That's why it kills him that he can't be near his family.
Oh,
They're gonna take Candace Owens out next. They're like, fuck, the juice on the Charlie Kirk thing's running out. Who do we do next? Shapiro? Candace Owens?